Hey guys, it's Brandon. I also do the Enneagram Talk with Brandon. So this is going to be like a little bit of a different video for me because I'm also using some of the material I learned from Enneagram Talk to talk about what I'm talking about now. This is not really a planned video. This is kind of me just being real and true to myself. And also kind of like being like where I'm at now. In light of the whole like past weekish too since I made the video that I'm going to be referencing and using material from. So the weekend after this one, I'll have just one job, I think. So yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to suck. But we'll see if I get it. I'm doing it to support her, to give her the emotional support she needs by staying with the company. And maybe it'll be better off down the next road when that chapter opens again. We'll see. So, like, I've been praying, well, not really, like, my soul has been, like, crying out, and I've been really, like, tormenting myself a lot, because if you look at the video I posted yesterday with the Enneagram Talk, or yesterday as of recording this, I'll put it that way. Talking about job loss, there was a bit of a push-pull I had on myself where I'm like, it's my fault, it's not my fault, it's my fault, it's not my fault. And I went back and forth throughout the entire video about that. Like, for example, like, it's my fault the company went out.
It's not anyone's fault, really.
I know, that's a little dramatic. But, like, when I found out the job was, like, going to be gone,
I was like, I need to save the company. I need to, like, step up and, like, do this. Like,
that's kind of me integrating in one film. I need to do this stuff. I need to save the company. I'm like,
you can't, like, yeah, but I need to do something about this. Like, it's my fault. It's not anyone's fault, really.
I need to fix stuff. And with me losing my job, like, for no fault of my own, it's the company went out.
Like, it's my fault.
For me losing my job, it's more so
like, wow, I failed. I couldn't save it.
And like I know it's not my fault, and I felt like I have to be loyal to the company, and I have to like be there with the team, raising morale, fighting, going so and so. And I was talking to some of the coworkers today. We were cleaning up the building today, and I was kind of venting to them and discussing like, hey, did you go see me do this career? This new career change in my life, like a part-time career in the summertime kind of deal. And they were like, yeah. I'm like, really? Like yeah. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm gonna miss being there, and the new company hasn't ever called me back yet. They contacted all the managers already, and some of them are like, better way to word it. And so, like, I asked them, do you guys want me, like, do you guys hope I just, like, do my own thing? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, what? Like, yeah. You get to be happy at times, Brandon. Yeah, right. As long as I'm miserable, that's all that matters, No. I know it's dramatic. Type 4s are expressive, dramatic. But like I spend a lot of time like not fixating, but like fixating, like tormenting myself about everything going on. Like I feel like it's my fault the company went out, and I know it's not, like up here, but like I need that in here to sink in. Because I can list everything I did wrong since I started there. Every tantrum I did, everything I went, every dramatic exit I've taken, every time I just went off on somebody. I can list every little thing I did wrong almost instantly. And half the stuff nobody even knows I did. That's not the important thing today. So, like I thought about it, I'm just like, you know what if I... Because like if I'm being honest, like if I'm being truthfully very honest with you guys, like
I really don't want to come back
to that. I really don't want to be back in there. I applied to the new position because I asked the work wife and I said to her, hey, do you hope that I come back? And she's like, yes. I'm like, fuck. Actually, my first thought was, no. Because I wanted to get out of there so bad. And I was like, now I'm kind of like back in the let's go. So, okay. I guess we'll go and do this. But like, if I'm being honest, like, I really could care less if I'm back in there. Like, I want to go and do other things. And I've been wanting to do that for the past couple of years now. And I kept denying myself that because I felt like I had to be there. To be the team glue. To be the thing that needs to hold it together. They have the ability to create climate of collaboration versus competition, Brandon. Competition. They also tend to be led by their feelings and make decisions based on their feelings, and they lead by intuition. Is that all in my head, though? Probably. Like, so I feel like I had to be that. Like, it's all about my feelings inside. Like, I have to do this. I have to be this. Logically, I just want to go and check out and be done. Like, I had enough of that. But I stuck. And I plan on sticking to the end, even if I tried to get myself out of there, you know. But that being said, you know, I've been kind of experiencing that burnout, and like I debated about what all I wanted to do like after the store closed and things moved on. And you know what? I'm just like, you know, if I go and do stuff, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like I'm gonna have my break, waiting to see if they would come back, and feel like I have to go and do this. So after being told today by the team that no, you don't, you know, if I leave to do other things, that okay, more power to you. Like,
you don't need to come back. I'm not gonna hold you guilty
for that. I'm like, oh, you're not? Really? Okay. So now here we are, like I'm at that limbo stage, and I feel like I'm just gonna, you know, if that job comes to me, I'm just gonna say I found another opportunity. And just let that job slip. And yeah, like it's gonna be hard for me to like just say no initially. Like it's gonna be hard to say no and like stop it. But I think now that I've had like a couple of days to figure this out and a couple of days to kind of think about it, because the job kind of was low-key offered to me like way back in December, or like brought up to me, hey, you can go and do this thing. But I've been sitting on it and kind of debating and doing other things, and in line with the video that's out, what I posted yesterday, about my type being the type 4. Like, in the video, you see what the type 4s are really great at and stuff like that, and how they are often acting. Type 4s, they tend to be a lot of art-focused careers, and a lot of my friends have seen, hey, you can go and do this thing, Brandon. Like, that's so you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess maybe that's a affirmation. Type 4s, me. When I'm just I need a lot of reassurance and validation from people because I feel like my worth is like in the. So the quotes I have in here is they crave attention, they'll need a ton of reassurance and affirmation from their friends. For friends/partners, friends or partners. You know? And maybe it's better off that I just let this go. Because like in all reality, like the new store, it won't be the company that I was with. It'd be some new company coming in. It's like if I transfer a car title to you, it's not my car when it's your car and you spent like a couple hours with it. You boosted up the engine, you give it like a new paint job, you give it, dreadlocks. Dreadlocks? Really? Dreadlocks. Was that in the script? Was that in the script? Oh, there's nobody in here. They can't. Yeah. They do up their car. Point being, it's no longer my car. I have the memories of that car and what I did in that car and we drove in the car, but it's not my car anymore. It's not the same vehicle it once was. And I realize that's going to be the same thing with the new company. Like, I'm glad that location was saved by the new company. And I selected it because I was really stressing about that and really worried about that and worried about my teammates and the people that were, globally all the stores that were happening, going out of business and like whatever they're picking and choosing to come in, I'm still going to worry about that. Probably until I know the people that I really care about are set and they're secured and everything. But I can divorce myself out of the equation. Like, I am not like in that same grouping. Like, I worry about them, but I'm not worried about me. Because I'm not included in that. That's how I kind of word myself. Like, that's how type 4s are. We're different. We're set apart. We're different. I don't fit into this mold. I'm different. I'm over here. You guys are over here. I'm over here. I can never come across to be over here with this grouping over here. I don't know. I can't mix with that. So, yeah. With that being said, like, and I kind of figured like it's more of an obligation if I wanted to stay there, not out of like, well, I guess obligation and like loyalty. And I guess like loyalty to my friends that I hope were going to be there, but I got a feeling aren't because the company that is stepping in is more of a lot more of a. I guess they want you to work longer hours without having the same amount of pay, and with some of the people that are there, like they have lives outside of work. Surprisingly, surprises me because I don't have a life outside of work. Well, I guess maybe I do now. So, yay. But yeah, if I'm okay with them not like, if I go, I just want to go. I kind of hoped I could go. I just want to go. I've wanted to go. I just want to go. For the past 3+ years, I wanted to go. I just want to go. Like, and I think maybe now with this being like done, like the store's closed, the doors are locked. It's gonna reopen again to the public in like a month and a half-ish. Give it about a month-ish, a little bit over a month-ish. At least my location is in that. Yeah, I am. And I haven't got a call back from the new company, so I'm just like, you know what, whatever. And my friend that's offered the other job's like, hey, do you want me to talk to these guys? I'm like, let me think about it. That's your prerogative. Let me think about it. And then I was talking to my guys at work, and they're like, yeah, go for it. That's totally you, Brandon. I'm like, okay, I guess I got that affirmation that I can walk away and no one's gonna keep pounding on me about it. No one's gonna harp on anything. I disowned the company, or I left the company, I betrayed the company. They're not gonna think that. Or they betrayed the team. Like I did, like I betrayed the team. Like they're not gonna think that. I may think that, but I really didn't, And like I have a lot of my friends on Facebook, and I'm sure they've seen this, or will see it. I share it with them, or look on my page. Like, I think no one watches my Facebook anyway, so what the hey, But like, I've processed it a lot, and like, I mean, like, if I look forward, like going into the next, like, if I start looking at it from March until March next year, like, if I don't pursue this, I might kind of be happier. Like, pursuing the same job at the new company. Like, I might be happier. And, like, I have my whole thing with Santa, and I do that for my coworkers, and I don't do it with my full-time job, because there's so many people. But, like, I can easily spend, like, $200, $400 on, like, 20-ish people, collectively. And, trying to figure out what they want and what they need, what they want to have, things like that. Things that make them, things that they're going to remember going forward. At least I hope they remember going forward. And, like, a lot of the gifts I've given, like, over the years with Santa, like, I assume they're going to use them. Or keep them. They're not going to throw them out yet, I don't think. Because I hope they didn't. I mean, if they do, they weren't going to tell me, They're not going to tell me that they didn't like my gift. Or the gift I gave them. They're not going to tell me that. So, whatever. But, like, I mean, it's whatever at this point. I've done my thing. I said my piece. I'm gonna have a bit of a wallet break for sure with Christmas coming up. Well, yeah, coming up is in like 9 months from now. 8 months. Yeah, 9 months from now. Yeah. I had to think of the whole time frame, and I haven't even started my Christmas cards yet, so. I start early, like I start around now. And I just all the way through to December 25th, so I go hard. And I can still do that. If I'm doing about the new company, I can still, new company meaning new job, not like new companies and doing the same I'm doing now. Like, I get to, anyway, like, I'm going to do something new and exciting, and I might actually have a good, successful time, This might be kind of fun for me. Like, funny is this jacket, this like trailblazer, my pastor over 2 years ago. I say over 2 years ago when it's like over a year and a half ago. He did a little sermon about the Eagles. A little pamphlet. Only a few people got it. I got it. And I was thinking about it a little bit more. Like, every time I wear this jacket, I think about it. Like, I haven't opened this up in, like, since he gave it to me. So that's how long it's been. The pages are even yellow in here now. Or it could be the lighting. But, this has been in my pockets forever. And I've been thinking about it almost all the time recently. And, like, the little last section he did with the the last page, the last page and a half ish, where it kind of peaks up with where I want to talk about now. And this is not planned, so I'm not sure he's gonna remember I have this, but like, this is kind of where I'm taking it now. Solely for me. Solely for my instance. Even kids who seem to run with energy enough to power the sun, they'll wind down. They'll eventually get tired. No surprise that we get tired. Bone tired, dead tired, dog tired, done in, played out, wiped out, wrung out, burned out, beat, asleep on our feet. Just plain tired. Feeling the strain. But you just wait. Wait. Wait and watch and pray. And wait and stay. In the presence of an eternal God, He will raise you up like eagles above the rooftops, above the trees, above the hills, above the snow-capped peaks, above the clouds, to heights of renewed strength, above fatigue, above this dusty, beleaguered life. Couldn't think of the word, I cannot know how to pronounce that. To a different life, abundant life, eternal life. It doesn't need end. It doesn't end. Beginning now. Like other birds, the eagle's not right or wrong. It's strong. It's fast. And big. Unclean knee, and yet his face looks at God's throne. And sings his holiness in eternal tones. And he obeys his master. And like his master, embodies power to fly. To stay aloft. Power to wait and power to rise. Like, often I've thought of like this as like I'm like a phoenix. Like, so like I'm a phoenix. I've died and now I'm being reborn out of the ashes again. I mean, but I guess with that, like I feel like I'm empowered to go and do things now. Like, I've been tired. I've been dog tired, bone tired, dead tired. Like, I've been those things for the past 3 years. I wanted out of there. And I have done, in my head, a couple things I could have done to get out of there. Like, either in person or in a body bag. Like, I've done that rabbit hole. Like, what if I just do this? Like, yeah, I've thought about that, and you know what? This now being like the opportunity where I could get that clean cut to get away, because I'm never gonna like stop doing my job. Like, I'm gonna keep on, even if I am wanting a break. I'd rather go and get that break told to me. Like, hey, Brandon, it's time for you to go, versus having to go on my own accord. I am not one of the people that likes to go on my own accord. You gotta drag me. Like, drag me out of there. Like, let's go. Drag me out of that kind of deal. And, like, I guess what this is, I feel like now I have that opportunity and that freedom to go and do things, and I don't have to feel like I may feel like it's my fault that this happened as a whole. I know it's not, like, logically. Like, I also feel like as long as I enjoy this and stuff, yeah, it's finally done, I can be free to do other things. It's a new opportunity right over here that's offered in my hand, but like, do I take it or do I just stay back to the same dead end, stuck in that same cycle? Do I go with the excitement or do I go with the mundane stuff that I, in all honesty, kind of dread I do? I get the part-time job? Do I want something that's going to be fulfilling and new and uplifting and encouraging and something that's going to be exciting for me? Or do I want to just stick with what I know and dread being in that spot? And as much as I often tend to dread what I do, well, I have dreaded what I do. Done. I'm kind of looking forward to this new opportunity over here, and I think maybe I'm going to pursue that. I'm not sure how it's going to look down the road, like, with the whole terms of, like, the videos and stuff, if that's going to change how I do my output and stuff, or how I change all that. But if I do, like, a couple days a week, you know, during the summertime, which is pretty much one of the main focuses during the summertime, like, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm looking forward to that. Like, I'll have, like, a seasonal type of job I can kind of, like, do stuff around. And I can have, like, weekends outside of, like, the regular, like, winter. I can have, like, a seasonal job where I can do other things outside of during the normal summertime to do other things I want to do. And I can still connect with people that I talked to before, my coworkers. I can still go out when I want to. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this new chapter in my life. And that's pretty much what I've decided to today with having that affirmation, having that kind of, like, ingrained in me. So yeah, this is a new video. This is not related to the whole thing with the Enneagram. This is going to be a little slight topic in there, deviating from what I normally talk about. This is kind of like, you know, this is going to be like me being real life with you guys. Like, not the caricature, like, I have all this images and focuses. I'm not, like, delivering information. I'm delivering my heart in that conversation here, right now. Like, eventually, maybe I can do videos like this ongoingly. But I'm not there yet. You know, this is going to be one of those, like, once in a little snippet of time that you'll see, and then, like, down the road you'll see, like, the fuller, like, when there's a lot more context into what the background story is to the stuff. Like, having the references, having the material, like, I can snap beam it's there. Having all that background information to get to the real, like, important stuff in life, like, that's what I want to do down the road with the channel, at least. So, with that being said, guys, I will talk to you guys soon. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy. Live life. Be present to it. Be true to your feelings. Be true to yourself. And yeah, just take care, guys. Goodbye.